Hello and welcome, lovely listeners. I'm Hari, and today I'm thrilled to be joined by the brilliant Leela for an episode that's sure to spark some serious conversations.
Hey there, everyone. I'm excited to dive into the wide array of topics we have lined up for you today.
That's right, Leela. Today, we're covering a diverse range of issues that are making headlines. Get ready, because we'll be discussing the plight of distressed Byadgi chili farmers, the lessons we can learn from Meta's case on regulating digital giants, and the unraveling of multilateralism with the U.S. assault on international law.
And that's not all. We'll also tackle the question of whether immigrants should have the same right to protest as citizens, the challenges women face in TB care and the gender gap, and how habitual offender laws can lead to discrimination.
It's a jam-packed episode, folks, so grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and join us for a longer, in-depth discussion where we'll give each of these topics the time and attention they deserve.
We're here to break it all down, share our thoughts, and hopefully leave you with some new perspectives to ponder. So let's jump right in.
Article 1. So Leela, the situation with the distressed Byadgi chili farmers in North Karnataka is quite concerning. The plummeting prices have really put these farmers in a tough spot.
Absolutely, Hari. Byadgi chilies are known for their quality and unique flavor, so it's heartbreaking to see the farmers struggling with such a significant drop in prices. It's like watching a piece of culinary history face a modern-day crisis.
The factors contributing to this price decrease, like surplus stock, stringent testing parameters, and the use of banned pesticides, paint a complex picture. It's not just about one issue, but a combination of challenges affecting these farmers.
It's like a perfect storm of problems hitting these farmers all at once. The surplus stock from previous years has clearly disrupted the market equilibrium, and the reliance on banned pesticides is not just harmful to the environment, but also impacts the export potential of these chilies.
The protests in various regions highlight the severity of the situation. When farmers are taking to the streets, it's a clear sign that they are at a breaking point. The Karnataka government stepping in to consider market intervention steps and increasing the minimum intervention price (MIP) for red chilies shows a recognition of the urgency of the matter.
It's crucial for the government to support these farmers, especially when they are facing such dire circumstances. Long-term solutions, like reducing arrivals and diversifying crops, might be the key to not only stabilizing the market but also ensuring the sustainability of these farmers' livelihoods.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this issue. Leela, it's evident that the challenges faced by these Byadgi chili farmers are not isolated. Similar situations might be unfolding in other agricultural sectors around the world.
Absolutely, Hari. The issues of oversupply, quality compliance, and sustainability are universal concerns in the agriculture industry. We've seen how global markets can impact local farmers, and it's essential for policymakers to consider the ripple effects of their decisions on the ground.
And with climate change posing additional threats to agricultural practices, the need for sustainable farming methods and market interventions becomes even more pressing. It's not just about addressing the immediate crisis, but also building resilience for the future. Article 2. So, Leela, the challenges of regulating digital giants like Meta and Google seem to be a hot topic these days, especially with the recent legal actions taken against them. Have you read the article on regulating digital giants and the lessons we can learn from Meta's case?
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating to see how the Competition Commission of India, CCI, imposed fines and remedies on Meta for abusing its dominant position through data exploitation on WhatsApp. This case really highlights the need for a more forward-looking approach to competition law, don't you think?
Definitely, Leela. The article emphasizes the importance of amending competition laws to address data-centric monopolies and incorporating global best practices. It's crucial to keep up with the evolving digital landscape. Speaking of which, how do you see this topic applying in today's world?
Well, Hari, the global regulatory concern over tech giants' market dominance is a pressing issue. We've seen similar actions being taken against Google, not just in India, but also in countries like the US, Australia, and Europe. The coordination between competition law and data protection regulations is becoming increasingly crucial for comprehensive regulatory frameworks in the digital economy.
Absolutely, Leela. The challenges in regulating these digital giants are vast. Ensuring a level playing field while still fostering innovation is no easy task. What do you think are some of the key challenges and controversies surrounding this topic?
One major challenge, Hari, is striking the right balance between promoting competition and protecting consumer data. It's a delicate dance to prevent data exploitation and anti-competitive practices while still allowing for technological advancements. Finding solutions that benefit both consumers and businesses will be key moving forward.
That's a great point, Leela. It's a complex issue that requires careful consideration and collaboration between regulators, tech companies, and other stakeholders. Looking ahead, what are your thoughts on the future outlook of regulating digital giants like Meta and Google?
Well, Hari, I believe we'll continue to see advancements in competition laws to address the ever-changing digital landscape. It's essential to adapt regulatory frameworks to tackle emerging challenges posed by tech giants. The future might bring more innovative approaches to regulating data-centric monopolies and ensuring fair competition in the digital era.
Absolutely, Leela. As technology continues to evolve, so must our regulatory frameworks. It'll be interesting to see how these changes will impact not only the tech industry, but also society as a whole. Adapting to these shifts will be crucial for a more equitable and competitive digital economy. Article 3. Leela, let's dive into this article about the unraveling of multilateralism and the U.S. assault on international law. It's quite a hot topic these days with all the shifts in global dynamics.
Absolutely, Hari. The concept of multilateralism has been at the core of international relations for decades, promoting cooperation and shared decision-making among nations. However, with the U.S. administration's America First approach, we're witnessing a significant departure from this framework.
It's fascinating how recent actions like the introduction of the Defund Act to potentially withdraw from the United Nations, sanctions on the International Criminal Court, and the imposition of tariffs under the guise of national security are reshaping the landscape of global governance.
Definitely, Hari. These actions not only challenge the foundations of international law, but also jeopardize crucial issues like climate change, human rights, and economic stability that rely heavily on multilateral cooperation. It's like a domino effect, impacting various aspects of our interconnected world.
Speaking of interconnectedness, Leela, how do you see this topic playing out in today's world? Are there any real-world examples or case studies that come to mind?
Well, Hari, the repercussions of the U.S.'s stance on multilateralism are already being felt globally. Take the issue of climate change, for instance. The Paris Agreement, a landmark multilateral accord, depends on collective action. With the U.S. pulling back, it puts additional pressure on other nations to step up their efforts to fill that void.
That's a great point, Leela. And it's not just climate change. Human rights initiatives and global trade agreements are also feeling the strain. It seems like the U.S. shift towards unilateralism is posing challenges that require innovative solutions.
Absolutely, Hari. The debate around this topic is quite nuanced. While some argue that a more nationalist approach can protect national interests, others emphasize the importance of multilateral cooperation in addressing complex global challenges. Finding a balance between these perspectives is crucial for navigating the current landscape.
Indeed, Leela. As we look to the future, it'll be interesting to see how other nations, especially non-Western ones like India, capitalize on this opportunity to champion multilateralism and international law. Their leadership in promoting a collaborative approach could reshape the dynamics of global governance in the years to come.
It's a pivotal moment, Hari. The choices made today will undoubtedly shape the world our listeners will inherit tomorrow. As we navigate these uncertainties, the role of multilateralism and international cooperation will continue to be a defining factor in addressing global challenges effectively.
Article 4. So, Leela, the article we just read, raises some thought-provoking questions about whether immigrants should have the same right to protest as citizens. It's a complex issue with legal, ethical, and even political implications.
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating how international human rights law grants immigrants the same right to protest as citizens. But the application of this right can vary significantly based on the country's domestic legal frameworks. In the U.S., for example, the First Amendment plays a central role in protecting the right to free speech and assembly.
That's a good point, Leela. And the article highlighted the challenges faced by foreign students in the U.S. who engage in protests. With recent changes in immigration policies and the influence of foreign policy on protests, these students are navigating a complex landscape where their rights might not always be clear-cut.
Yes, Hari, and the legal complexities surrounding immigrants' rights, especially in deportation proceedings, add another layer of difficulty. The article mentioned how executive influence on immigration judges could potentially compromise the fairness of these proceedings, raising concerns about due process and the rule of law.
It's a delicate balance between national security concerns and individual rights, isn't it? The use of vague legal provisions to target individuals, as discussed in the article, not only raises due process concerns, but also has broader implications for U.S. soft power and global democratic values.
Absolutely, Hari. And in today's world, where immigration issues are often at the forefront of political debates, these questions about immigrants' rights to protest take on even more significance. Recent examples of protests by immigrant communities, like the DACA recipients advocating for their rights, highlight the real-world impact of these legal and ethical debates.
And let's not forget the potential future developments in this area. As immigration policies continue to evolve, it will be crucial to monitor how these changes affect immigrants' rights to protest and express dissent. The balance between national security and individual liberties is likely to remain a point of contention for years to come.
Definitely, Hari. It will be interesting to see how society grapples with these challenges and how legal frameworks adapt to ensure that immigrants' rights are protected while upholding the principles of democracy and justice. This topic is not just about legal technicalities, it's about the fundamental values that shape our societies.
Article 5. So Leela, the gender gap in TB care in India is quite concerning. Women are facing challenges like underdiagnosis and financial barriers when it comes to accessing TB services. It's a significant issue that needs attention.
Absolutely, Hari. Did you know that India has one of the highest burdens of TB globally? And with the aim to eliminate TB by 2025, addressing these gender disparities is crucial for the success of such ambitious goals.
That's a staggering statistic, Leela. Women with TB in India not only have to deal with the physical challenges of the disease, but also face stigma, lack of health-seeking behavior, and poverty, which further hinder their access to proper care.
It's heartbreaking to think about the additional hurdles women with TB have to overcome. Initiatives like direct benefit transfers and nutritional support are steps in the right direction to improve TB care and prevention efforts in India.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this topic, Leela, how do you see these gender disparities playing out in today's world?
Well, Hari, unfortunately, the impact of gender disparities in TB care is not limited to India. Globally, women face similar challenges in accessing healthcare services, including TB diagnosis and treatment. The issue of gender equity in healthcare is a pressing concern that demands attention worldwide.
Absolutely, Leela. Even in developed countries, disparities in healthcare access based on gender persist. It's essential for policymakers and healthcare providers to address these inequalities to ensure that everyone, regardless of gender, has equal access to quality healthcare services.
Harry, given the challenges faced in addressing the gender gap in TB care, what do you think are some potential solutions to this complex issue?
That's a great question, Leela. One approach could be to implement targeted outreach programs that specifically focus on engaging women in TB screening and treatment. Additionally, raising awareness about the importance of early diagnosis and treatment among women could help bridge the gap in TB care.
It's crucial to involve communities and local leaders in these efforts to ensure that the solutions are culturally sensitive and effective. By working together, we can make significant strides in improving TB care for women in India and beyond.
Looking towards the future, Leela, how do you think advancements in healthcare and technology could impact the landscape of TB care, especially concerning gender disparities?
Harry, with ongoing advancements in telemedicine and digital health solutions, there's great potential to enhance access to TB care for women, particularly those in remote or underserved areas. By leveraging technology, we can overcome barriers like distance and stigma, ultimately improving health outcomes for women with TB.
That's a fascinating point, Leela. As we continue to innovate and adapt in the healthcare sector, I'm hopeful that we'll see more inclusive and equitable approaches to TB care, ensuring that all individuals, regardless of gender, have the support they need to combat this disease effectively. Article 6. Leela, the discussion around habitual offender laws in India is both fascinating and concerning. These laws, with their roots in historical legislation like the Criminal Tribes Act of 1871, have long been criticized for targeting specific communities.
Absolutely, Hari. It's shocking to see how these laws have persisted over time and continue to disproportionately affect denotified tribes. Did you know that states like Punjab have taken steps to repeal such laws, recognizing their discriminatory nature?
Yes, and on the flip side, states like Gujarat are advocating for the continuation of these laws, sparking debates on the balance between public safety and individual rights. Various reports and commissions have shed light on the discriminatory impact these laws have on marginalized communities.
The fact that even the United Nations and the National Human Rights Commission have called for the repeal of these laws speaks volumes. It shows how this issue extends beyond national boundaries and is recognized on an international level.
Moving on to the current relevance of this topic, Leela, it's crucial to highlight how these laws still impact communities today. With around 1.9% of India's convict population classified as habitual offenders, the implications are significant. Can you imagine the daily struggles faced by individuals unfairly targeted by these laws?
Hari, the recent call by the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination to repeal these laws further emphasizes the need for change. The discriminatory application of habitual offender laws continues to perpetuate inequality and injustice in society.
When we consider the challenges and controversies surrounding this topic, it becomes evident that finding a balance between maintaining public safety and upholding human rights is complex. How can we ensure justice without marginalizing vulnerable communities, Leela?
It's a delicate balance, Hari. Advocates argue for the implementation of more inclusive and fair legal frameworks, while others may prioritize traditional approaches to law enforcement. Exploring alternative rehabilitation and reintegration programs could offer a more sustainable solution to addressing recidivism without perpetuating discrimination.
Looking towards the future, Leela, it's essential to consider how advancements in social justice movements and legal reforms may shape the landscape of habitual offender laws. Perhaps increased awareness and advocacy will lead to more equitable policies and a fairer justice system for all individuals.
Absolutely, Hari. By staying informed and actively participating in discussions around these issues, we can contribute to creating a more just and inclusive society. It's through these conversations that we pave the way for a future where discriminatory laws are a thing of the past.
Conclusion. Well, that was quite a roller coaster of topics we covered today. From the struggles of Byadgi chili farmers to the complex issues surrounding digital giants and international law.
Absolutely, Hari. It's clear that these issues have far-reaching implications for individuals and societies worldwide. Whether it's the gender gap in TB care or the discrimination embedded in habitual offender laws, there's a lot for us to reflect on.
And let's not forget the importance of immigrant rights and the power of protest in shaping our communities. Every discussion we had today highlighted the need for empathy, understanding, and action.
So to our listeners out there, we encourage you to take a moment to think about how these topics resonate with you and your values. Consider how you can contribute to positive change, whether through advocacy, education, or simply spreading awareness.
Thank you all for tuning in and joining us on this journey through these pressing issues. Remember, change starts with each and every one of us.
Stay engaged, stay informed, and stay compassionate. And of course, stay tuned for our next episode where we'll delve into more thought-provoking discussions. Until next time.
Take care, everyone.